The 500 Greatest Songs of All Time was the cover story of a special issue of Rolling Stone, issue number 963, published December 9, 2004, a year after the magazine published its list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. Statistics: Like a Rolling Stone by American singer-songwriter Bob Dylan was chosen as number 1. The single was released on July 20, 1965. The list is mostly composed of North American and British artists and is largely post-mid-20th century. Of the 500 songs, 352 are from the United States and 117 from the United Kingdom. They are followed by Ireland with 12 entries, Canada with 10, Jamaica with 7, Australia with 4 and a lone song from Sweden. The list includes just one song entirely not in English, La Bamba by Ritchie Valens. Few songs written prior to the 1950s are featured. Examples include Robert Johnson's 1936 Crossroads, here cited in its Cream version, and Hank Williams' 1949 I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. The House of the Rising Sun, here cited in the version by The Animals, was recorded at least as early as 1934. Muddy Waters' 1950 Rolling Stone is based on an earlier song dating to the 1920s. There is one instrumental featured on the list. Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs. The number of songs from each of the decades represented in the 2004 version is as follows, with 23 songs on the list. The Beatles are the most represented musical act. John Lennon is the only artist to place multiple songs in the top 10. The Beatles are followed by the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Elvis Presley, U2, The Beach Boys, The Jimi Hendrix Experience, Led Zeppelin, Prince, Sly and the Family Stone, James Brown, Chuck Berry, Elton John, Ray Charles, The Clash, The Drifters, Buddy Holly, The Who. The artists who do not appear on the top 100 artists list with the most songs featured in the list are The Animals, Blondie and the Isley Brothers, each landing 3 of their songs on the list. 3 songs appear on the list twice, being performed by different artists. Mr. Tambourine Man performed by Bob Dylan and the Byrds, Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis Presley and Carl Perkins and Walk This Way by Aerosmith and Run DMC. The shortest tracks are Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran at 1:45, and Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lee Lewis and Rave On by Buddy Holly, both with a duration of 1:50. The longest tracks are the live recording of Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers Band at 22:56, Rapper's Delight by the Suicidal Gang at 14:37, Papa Was a Rollin' Stone by the Temptations at 11:45, The End by the Doors at 11:44. Desolation Row by Bob Dylan at 11:23, and Marquee Moon by Television at 10:47. Love is the most frequent word used in the song's lyrics, with more than 1,000 occurrences. 2010 update. In May 2010, Rolling Stone compiled an updated list which was published in a special issue and in digital form for iPod and iPad applications. The list differs from the 2004 version, with all of the new additions being songs from the 2000s with the exception of Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G., which was released in 1994. A total of 25 new songs were added. The entire top 25 remained unchanged, however further down the list of 500, many songs have changed their ranking as a result of insertion of new songs causing consecutive shifts among the originally listed songs. The only new entry among the top 100 was Gnarls Barkley's Crazy at number 100. The number of songs from each decade in this updated version is as follows. U2 and Jay-Z both have 2 songs added to the list. However, Jay-Z is also featured in an additional 2 other new songs on the list, Crazy in Love by Bianca Copyright, and Umbrella by Rihanna. The only artist to have songs dropped from the list is the Crystals, 2 of whose tracks were omitted in the updated list. See also, List of songs considered the best, the 500 greatest albums of all time, also from Rolling Stone magazine, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's selection of 660 songs that shaped rock and roll, references. External links, 500 Greatest Songs of All Time by Rolling Stone magazine. The RS 500 Greatest Songs of All Time 2004 version of the list by archive.org, Dylan track voted Greatest Song. BBC News November 17, 2004. Retrieved November 8, 2009. Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time with lists of additions and dropouts. LAST-FM. Archived from the original on July 6, 2013. Retrieved October 30, 2013.